Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1's F4 division, coming to you live around the Circuit of the Americas, a personal favourite of mine, at least to watch anyway. Used to be one of my favourite races to race as well, but always when I've been watching a spectacular Grand Prix to watch, plenty of overtaking opportunities, lots of good racing. Well, that's what I expect anyway. We're right in the business end of the championship. Only a few races to go until the end. We have, well, it's three, including, no, four including this one. Four including this one, because we've still got to rerun Singapore, remember, at the end of the season. But hey, let's hope for a good race tonight. My name is RSF from Brundle, and I'm joined, as always, by my compatriot, Top Notch. And as I said, Top Notch, massive race. This one, potentially, you know, people that are at the top of the championship could take one step further. You know, they could have like one hand of the trophy if it was. Then again, nothing could happen. We could have a out of script race, someone new winning, and then it goes back to normal. But regardless, it should be a good one.
Yeah, it sure should. And hello everyone. Just a little thought there. Wagsy's now joined. I'm not sure if he's got a car. I don't see his name there.
He was late. He was late to the start anyway, so he'll be starting at the back.
Right.
In whatever car he has.
Yeah, well, that's what happened if you join late, unfortunate. But, yeah, looking forward to this one. Never really been a fan of this track until I got a wheel. And, yeah, it's totally changed the track for me. So my thoughts on it are totally different, but anyone on a pad, I suppose, they're not going to enjoy this track very much.
Well, I'm on a pad and I technically love this track, so no, it's just it's one of those iconic ones. I mean, personally, I prefer when we used to be at Indianapolis. It was like 2008. I think they were last Indianapolis. I prefer that one over the two, but this one is still very iconic. Got that long run up to turn one up the hill. Plus, especially in these bright sunlit conditions, going over the crest, you got the blazing sunlight you can see down the back straight as well. So, yeah, should be interesting. Let me just get the Twitch up on my phone, because I'm going to have it on next to me this time. We do have a couple of absentees here. Yeah, we do have a couple of absentees here, Top Notch. One of which is Primus Gaming. Shame to see that he's not racing tonight, but I'm sure everything is fine with him. But one thing we do need to point out here, Top Notch, and that is Connor Todd. He is RSF1 CTODD. Basically, He got a comms ban. I don't know exactly why. I can imagine there's not a very good reason why, but that's Connor Todd. That's his name for now, and then he'll be back when his ban is over, basically. So anybody confused, there he is. And that's his name for tonight. It's the same guy, it's Connor Todd. It's a Katod. We're gonna call him Katod tonight, Top Notch, because that's what it says.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Right. And apart from that, that's pretty much it. So away goes Guntastri on the back straight, beginning his lap.
Just got a McLaren getting out of the way there in the third sector.
Viewers so far, all good, all good. It's a bit cloudy up in the sky at the moment. Not complete sunlight, so maybe some rain, but you can see that sun glare, especially in that last sector there, Top Notch. That could put off a few drivers, especially that last corner.
Yeah, this last corner
night in
is
F2.
It's absolutely diabolical. You can't really see the ground at all. It's just a glaze of light. So yeah, the braver you are, it can pay off.
Decent time from Gontrastofi. Daniel goes behind him, a tenth behind him, so 32s. In terms of lap times, Top Notch, what are we expecting? I mean, F2 in Q3, they were well into the 31s. I think personally will get a couple 31s, but what do you think?
I think in Q1 we should be looking for at least a high 31 from like the top guys, and then it's hard to say with a drop-off point, but I'd say you got to be in like a mid 32 probably. Mid 32, yeah, sounds about right.
Yep.
But it is a hard track. It's very hard. The first sector is very hard to be, to get it right and fast. So it's very easy to make a mistake and invalidate.
Running aboard with one of the McLarens, TYG Rogue. I believe he's relatively new to the league. He's coming round to finish his lap at the moment. And he completes it at a 33.0. One other driver also we need to mention is Koala VG. He, welcome back Koala, basically, because he used to be F4 like a few months ago, I think. Went to F5 because he was struggling with pace, and he's now back with us again. So welcome back, Koala. Back in the Alpha, I believe, full time. So that's his seat for now. Back with us in F4. But already, top 4 separated by a 10th top notch. So early signs look good for a competitive race.
Yeah, they sure do.
Evening to Verstappen, who says some of these have been hitting low 31s in quali. Again, should be interesting if they do. Into Unity, same Forza Junior. That's a Forza Towip, I believe, is the correct term. And hello to Gag. Again, can't pronounce that name. Gagulakek. That is the most horrible. Anyway, who are you, Gamertag? Because you're always watching the stream, and I never know who you are. And Kid Cuddy as well. Watching us. So good evening to everyone.
Puts it third on 132.4, and Quake behind him, fifth on 32.5.
So that's top 6 separated by a 10th now. Beautiful stuff. Oh, Thomas. Okay, fair enough. Evening to Roberts, evening to Patronus. Same with ladies, apparently. I'm not sure about that. There were a few of us like, whoa, Blazer, nice run through the last corner. Takes it into the pits now, but all is good with him. P12 at the moment. Evening Earthlings. Lando. Vinny is coming around to finish his lap as well in the Williams.
Yeah, been pretty clean so far. And validated his first lap, so he's had to go again.
Running it in an overtake towards the end of the lap. I personally wouldn't do that there around that corner, but hey ho. And finishes it.
32.8.
32.8. Look how many people on a 32.8. There's Junior, Vinny, Carlin, and Porter are all on a 32.8. So very close tonight. Apparently, according to Blazer, rain is expected. You mean qualifying, Blazer?
The sky's definitely not as bright as it has been in sessions before, practice sessions that I've been in, so it does look more dull.
Rain in Q2, says Patronus. Thank you.
Very interesting.
Yeah, chat is next to me, guys. So obviously, if you have any questions, any comments, etc., both me and Top Notch will do our best.
I'll get chat up as soon as I've got the stand-ins out of the way, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say, shall we go over those?
Yeah, we can do while they've all got a lap in. I think Wobbles is one of the only ones on one.
He's invalidated his.
Yep. So, F4 division, we have a couple. We have 5 at the bottom with no points at the moment. A couple of them are new joiners. A couple have been down there for a couple of weeks now after joining back to this division. So I'll start off with Brave Container, Koala, Rogue, Wagsy, and iCharismic. They're all on 0 points. And then Cross Kerry after his debut, I think it was last week, he's on 12. And then Ted First is on 29 points. Branded Vinny on 40 points. Wobbles on 41 points. Carlin jumped quite high straight away, 44 points. And then LR Blazer Guns, 47 points. I believe that was 45 points, so he's moved off that 45 point mark. And RSF1
it's been on like
Scotsman.
It's been on like that mid-40 mark. It can't get out the 40s ever since Baku.
Yeah, he's been there for a while. And then it's Scotsman on 53. RSF1 Porter on 70. RSF1 Junior on 80. Daniel on 87. Primus on 92. And Grantastrophe on 98. So they're all split up a little bit compared to where they were a few weeks ago. And then the first of the top three is Connor Todd on 147 points. And then a switch at the top is second place Maniac now on 166 points. And then a new leader, Quaker Oats, on 171 points.
Thank you very much. And obviously, top three still very close. Connor Todd, or Katod as he's now called, tonight had a very difficult race in Mexico, didn't he? So tonight he needs to respond appropriately against his championship rivals Quaker and Maniac. But looking at those standings there, top notch. Obviously you still got the three behind them. Grantastrophe is obviously in a great run of form, 3 in a row as it stands. And Primus and Daniel. Well, Primus isn't racing tonight, unfortunately, but you still got Daniel as well, who they're mathematically still in with a chance, but they need wins now. In fact, Grantastrophe needs to close the gap to within 75 to Quaker to even carry on. So still anybody's gain, I think, with those. Realistically, it's top three, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's definitely top three. But never say never in Division 4 in any league, really. You know, I've seen it in F3 with, I don't think you'd mind me saying, Dan. I think everyone knows that he started amazing in F3 and then just really fell off, really. And then, you know, slowly built himself back up. So it's possible for anyone to go off the rails a bit. So, yeah, it's definitely not over.
Contrasto, says 10 minutes till rain, 20 till heavy.
Wow,
well, that's going to shake up the grid, isn't it?
That's like start of the race time. End of Q3.
Yeah, I was going to say into Q3. Anything about the race, guys? Is it a dry race as well? Because that will definitely throw things up, especially because especially the part Fermi were all top notch. Because once you made a setup, that's it. You can only change front wing, I believe, as Wobbles finished his lap as a 33.8. He's invalidated his first few, but he'll have to go quicker than that to get into the next session. Dry race throughout. Ooh, okay. Right, in that case then, if it's a dry race top notch, what would you personally go for? I know some people say, you know, wet setup isn't really different to dry, but it is some people. So are they going to stick on a wet setup to get a good, quick grid position, or would you stick to the race? Because the race is obviously more important.
The race is important, but so is high grid position. It's a hard one. It definitely is a hard one. It all depends if you feel like you can kind of tinkle it around and still get a good time. Rogue.
TYG, yeah. 32.2. Hello. Do we have a new person at the top of F4?
They would have already decided. They've already made their decisions. Yeah, that's right, Braver. Park Ferme is on, so they can't change it. Insane.
Well, they can change their front wing, I believe it is. You can make altercations to your front wing, and brake pressure or something. You can change something else if I remember rightly. It's only like one or two things.
Brake pressure.
Yeah.
Not many other things, I don't think.
No. Skies are definitely darkening. Well, at least the glare's gone anyway. Front wing differential and brake bias. Thank you, Thomas. Right, 3 minutes 47 to go. Tedist is gone, or he feels that's enough. I don't think that is.
Yeah,
33.4
differential
and he's
as
only
well.
15th.
Thomas has said differential.
Yeah. Oh, Scotsman getting a cheeky little slipstream there from Vinny on the back straight. Yeah, I don't think Tedis is safe with that top notch, but... And wobbles are done as well, both Ferraris. 3 minutes to go. Wobbles had enough to get round again. Interesting. I'm also noticing no Charismic yet. Hasn't ventured out the pits. Was Rogue in Division 3? I'm not Was he in Division 3 top notch? Do you remember Rogue? Oh! Scotsman, hello.
I can't remember, he might have been.
Right, Charismic has come out right at the end of the session. He's going to have time for one lap, and that'll be it. That's pressure enough.
For 2 races, Maniac has said he was in F3.
Ah, and he struggled in F3 at the back. That's why it's an F4. Okay, fair enough. I thought I did recognise him. Anyway, big pressure for Charismic. All down to one.
Invalidated.
He might get a couple of laps.
I don't think he really
might get a
needs
couple of
to
laps
go
actually. Nah, Junior's safe. I think. In fact, with both Ferraris actually retired, I think the only ones that need to go out again is Scotsman and obviously Charismic and maybe Cross Kerry. There we are. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, we'll have the table up a little bit late on, but Red Bull, basically, if they have a better result or a substantially better result than Toro Rosso and Racing Point, they'll be one step closer. They can then potentially win it in Brazil the next week. Toro Rosso and Racing Point, they still have a chance to catch Red Bull. As I said, they both need to have a good result, especially Racing Point. Rain's coming down top notch. There it is.
It is. Yep. They ain't going to be better than these times. So Charismic leaving it late. It's cost him dearly.
I think it'd be just about okay for him. And Scotsman as well needs to have a lap as well. They're both on one. Oh, you can see he doesn't have the ideal grip that he wants. Up, apparently, is at the 1. I'm going to believe that. Oh, yeah, that's it. It's gone. 45 seconds. Does he have enough time to go round again? No, I don't think he does. I think Charismic is gone. Turned in far too early.
Breaking up for me, Brundle, mate.
On the stream or in the party?
Just in the party chat, it seems. I'm not sure.
I think I know why. Is that better?
Yep, that seemed to be better.
I know why. It's because I was charging my controller. I got a wireless controller charging at the same time. Oh, and you've left the session as well. Yep. Don't worry, I got this. Happens sometimes, but I think Charismic is done in the session, as is Scotsman. So the rain has not come at the most ideal time for them. So that's it. Charismic in the McLaren is out. That also means Wobbles in the Ferrari, and Scotsman, which means Tedist, gets through on by the scrape of his teeth. All good, top notch.
Yep, sorry about that. I'm just loading back in.
Yeah, just want to make sure that works. Remember last time?
Yep, I'm back in.
Okay, no worries. So yeah, in some ways, top notch, because it's relatively close at the front. It's kind of a shame it's raining because there's 2 tenths from 2nd to 10th. It's the closest I've seen F4 qualifying. Rain's going to ruin it.
To be robbed of that final fight for these guys, especially, Charismic would have been interested to see what he could have done. He didn't get a chance to.
Right, so that is the end of Q1. And this is the thing as well. We can see already by the early standings, despite it being very close, you can see the ones near the top. It's the usual suspects, really, apart from Rogue, obviously relatively new. He's in already, but Rain is definitely going to mix this up. But out in Q1, Rismic in the McLaren, Wobbles in the Ferrari, and Scotsman in the Haas. And, well, the rest of this qualifying should be very interesting, top-notch.
Yeah, definitely will be with the weather situation.
Do you have Scotsman on your friends list? See if we can have a quick word of him.
I can get him in.
Yeah, Thomas. Katod is Conatod. Calling him Katod tonight.
That's fine, Scotsman.
Ooh, hello. Intermediates already. Oh, look at the sky now. It's ridiculous. Oh, that's definitely going to change things up. There he is. Tick the box. Can you tick the box, please,
Yep.
Top Scotsman? Hello.
Yep,
Unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunate situation there in qualifying. Seeing that the rain came at the wrong time for you there.
Rubbish, mate.
Yeah, was it that?
It wasn't just the rain, mate. It was when I went into the pits, I was going to put on a fresh set of softs and try and come out and put in a decent time. But by the time I was about to go back out onto track, and then I forgot, right, I've not changed my tyres, and then I was about to go back out again. I thought, right, I'll take a little bit of fuel off as well, because I had way too much fuel. By the time I'd done that, and then the pit crew got me out, I wouldn't have enough time to make it round anyway, so I just sort of farted about until the time ran out. So the pit crew is sacked.
I can imagine. Obviously by the looks of it, looks turning to heavy rain soon, apparently, according to people watching. Are you one of those people that have missed? You wishing you were here in this Q2 and then Q3 session with the rain, or you're glad that you're avoiding it?
Well, sort of, I'm glad that I'm avoiding it, but also, you never ever want to be out of qualifying anyway. I always want to be in qualifying. Yeah. But yeah, the race is meant to be dry. So, but then qualifying is sort of meant to be dry and stuff anyway. But we'll see. We'll see what how everybody else does. But I don't know if you've seen up on the chat, my steering wheel's broken as well. So
I didn't notice that yet.
No, I put it up actually to see if anybody was selling the TX, the same as mine, just to try and get. It's just the base unit, you know. See when I'm turning around like slower corners, I can feel the full force feedback. Not full, but I can feel it. See when I'm going through the S's, and I'm at a high speed, the force feedback's just so light that I think I'm going to get quite a lot of penalties again tonight.
Yeah, obviously not ideal situation. In terms of the race itself, I'm guessing you're just aiming for points at most, I guess.
Pretty much, mate. Yeah.
Sorry,
just retired.
Yeah, sorry to cut across. As you say, Junior's out of the session. He spun it in the S's. Tricky conditions.
I heard that.
Yeah, hoping for points. Obviously, keep it clean. Keep it clean in the first lap,
mate,
and then see
do
what
you know
it
what
is.
I'm going to do? Well, I'm saying this, but my plan is stay back for the first few corners or the first lap or whatever. I'll see how it goes with people in front, damages and stuff like that. I'm just going to try and keep my car fresh and clean for the first couple of laps, and then I'll try and push after that. Maybe try and save a wee bit of tyre wear. I'm hoping it's medium to soft for me, but I was practicing a wee bit there with one of my friends. He went in the softs, I went in the mediums, and he says that the softs were sort of tearing away quite quick. So, but I don't know if that's because he had more fuel on. So obviously I was on the mediums, but I reckon I could probably get about 16, 17, maybe 18 out of the mediums.
Well, we'll
I
see.
think the
But
softs will last to the end.
yeah, we'll see. All the best to you in the race. Top notch. Any quick
Thanks,
question
guys.
before?
Thanks.
Now, just good luck for the race, mate, and hope your plan
I need it.
pays off.
I need it, mate, because in the past, don't know how many races I've just fell apart. Plus, I've really not had the time with the kids with this COVID-19.
Yeah.
It's just been a bit of a pain, but take it on the chin and move on. So
All right.
this was one of my tracks I was looking forward to as well, but because my steering wheel's frustrating me, I've been told you get a little breakaway cable for the USB breakaway cable.
Yeah.
It might be that. I've got that. It's in transit, so let's hope it's only that. If not, it's a new steering wheel.
Well, all the best to you. Have a good
Cheers.
race. Yeah,
Cool.
maybe speak to you later. We'll see.
I don't think so, man. But cheers, anyway.
Positivity.
Yeah.
Only be up.
Yeah,
Right,
you never
take it
know.
easy, guys.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Have a good race. Enjoy the rest of qualifying anyway.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Bye.
Yep. Wow. There we go. Struggle for Scotsman, definitely feel with him, but Junior, big news already from Q1, just lost it in the S's on one of his first lap there, top notch. To me, in dramatic fashion, it was pointing the wrong way.
Yeah, he don't. To me, he don't look like the only one that's struggling out there. A lot of them are struggling, particularly through the S's and this last sweep of the right hander.
Does that look
final
like heavy
sector.
rain to you? That looks like heavy rain
Yeah,
to me.
it's on borderline, isn't it? Very much borderline.
47.1 from Gruntastevi though. We were told heavy
and
rain
the
in about
mindset
10
that
minutes,
they're gonna be
so
faster on these first few laps. So
Wala 46s. And really, the best thing to do in this top notch, isn't it? Is just to fuel up the car, just get used to conditions, pump in laps, and you should just get quicker lap after lap. But it's really tricky, as you can see, especially the fact. Oh, it's
from Daniel.
nice line from Rogue there. Right, what are we looking at? Braver goes
Braver
second.
second.
Nice. On the Mercedes. I guess the weird thing as well, especially on those first laps, is they've gone from a dry track there, top notch, and now to a wet. And a wet track around here is so different already. They're over 10 seconds off where they should be.
Yeah, it changes the lines that you take through a lot of the corners. The braking zones for sure. Not only that, the visibility as well. If you're following, it's not easy in the wet.
This is definitely weird. It's not impossible that it doesn't. Not impossible that it rains in qualifying, as Tedis has finished. He hasn't set a lap time, so something going on there, I think. But he will start 14th. So we've got 13 left in this session. And the rain is really coming down heavily now. And the weird thing is you can still see the sun. There it is. The last corner. There's a gap for the clouds. Vinny improves, 50.5, but he's struggling, Vinny. He's normally up there when it's dry, so... Oh, and Blazer, that last corner. It's both Williams struggling. Look at this. Look at it now. It's torrential. Goodness me. And I'm afraid, actually, I don't think they're going to improve on these laps top notch, because this rain is... Oh, Blazers, spot it! Turn 2. Oh. Around the wrong way, he's got to get off the line. Careful, there's a racing point there. Not racing point, Toro Rosso. Yeah, but by the way they're struggling at top notch, I think that's it. I think we're into almost full wets now.
It is looking pretty bad on board. Carlin's creeping. What's he going to do? He gets himself 11th. It's just not quite there.
Yeah,
It's definitely
49,
gone
eh?
from intermediates to wets.
That's a lovely name that's just joined. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, it's not weird to see America raining like this. But look at the sky. It's the sky that's bothering me. Could be monsoon Q3. But yes, it's not weird to see this track raining because obviously we've seen it before, real life as well. But it's very different. And now, don't think many of these people practiced wet weather, did they? I don't know. Maybe some of them did, but hard to say.
Yeah, I definitely think they're not going to be able to beat these times now on these inters.
Bucketing it down to that back straight. You can still see the sun peeking through there, but other than that, it's an absolute horrid day. Now, it's just, Blaze, I think, yeah, Blaze has been off again. Up that long right-hander. So, yeah, Blaze is not liking this. So, he's 13th at the moment. Yeah, Carlin's not even that long right-hander right at the end of the lap. Yeah, run to full wets now. Definitely according to Bravey Container in the chat, they're now 2 seconds faster. So I think, unfortunately, I think that's it in terms of qualifying. Yes, it does mean
Yeah,
though,
I think you might be right, mate.
Yes, it does mean no top notch. That's well, start the race. They can pick on any tyre they want. Which could be interesting at the start. See if people would gamble on mediums or hard tyres.
I think a couple of them might.
Don't know why you would hards though.
Definitely the mediums. That's a chance to do the overcut.
One thing as well, you got people solidly in the top 10, like Porter and Rogue and even Daniel to an effect. I guess practicing for full wets for Q3, but what they mustn't do is crash it, because if they do, that's it, they're out of qualifying, so they've got to be very careful with this. Yeah, Quaker Boat's retiring. Even Brave and Container, who's solidly second, is going out for some practice as well, so...
Yeah, don't blame them. Just get, even if it's just a few laps
I'm
off,
always
off
against
the pace,
this, though.
just to try and... Yeah, it's very risky. Especially when you're up into second position, comfortable.
Because imagine, right...
But if you go on low fuel mix, I think it's pretty much safe.
Porter's in hot lap.
You do something silly.
So no. Porter's in hot lap, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Even Koala! Koala's first! And he's going out as well. See, this is the silly thing. I'm not saying they will, but what if all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, what if all 5 crash? And they're all out, and then we have 5 in Q3. As Porter brings my point, it brings it sideways. Yeah, and Rogue spun it.
Be a funny ending.
Rogue spun it, and he's been in the wall. Oh, careful, man! Just give the wall another. That's what I'm talking about. Cross carries. Yeah, it's called it a day. So that's enough of that. I'm just going to give a small... yeah, Daniel's lost it as well. This track has really, really changed in the space of 20 minutes. And look at that. Power sliding his way around that long right-hander. Definitely checking the grip out anyway. Oh! Right, bring in the bits, you're good.
I'm just watching Grinded Vinny at the minute. He's looking pretty stable on the wet tyres.
Did you get that camera view as they go over the crest of the hill? I love that camera. I'm just going to give a quick shout out to an event that me and a few other drivers are going to be taking part in on the 6th of June. It'll be the Le Mans 24 Hours. This is obviously something different. As I think Koala's... Yeah, Koala's spun it. There's another one. There's another one. He's been at turn 1. Yeah, so as I was saying... So, yeah, Le Mans 24 Hours will be on the 6th of June. Obviously, any support while we do that will be very, very helpful. Or very thankful. As we speak, actually, a couple of our members are doing qualifying right now as a pacer. Goodness me. How did you catch that? God. He's about to finish his one and only lap, and he's going to do a 51.2 with a power slide. So yeah, a couple of our members take part in the race are doing their qualifying session right now, so wish them all the best. But yeah, any support watching that on the 6th of June will be very, very, very good. Who do we have here that's racing in it? Well, the only one anyone here is Blazer Guns. And the Williams, he is racing in that event, so. And fantastic stuff. But that's the end of qualified. What an interesting Q2 there, top notch. And yes, obviously I think one of the biggest news in there is Junior starting 15th. Racing Point need to have a good points haul today to catch the leaders and constructors, and that's going to be a difficult starting point for Junior there.
Yeah. He's going to have a lot of work to do from back there, but I think Junior's got a bit of pace in him yet, so hopefully he can have a good, clean first couple of laps like Scotsman and work his way up. And yeah, good luck to you boys on the 24 hour.
Thank you.
Bit daunting, 24 hours.
It's daunting for me managing it. I'm managing both teams at the same time, so and my head's going to be a little bit melted afterwards. But well, there we go. End of Q2, and Carlin will start 11th in the Alpha. Then the two Williams are Vinny and Blazer. Ted is 14th, and the unfortunate Junior P15 for the Racing Point. And your top three, top notch.
Yeah, top three. Third place, Catastrophe in the Renault. And then second, Braver Container in the Merc. And then Koala, first position in the Alfa Romeo.
And in terms of pole position, top notch, it's anybody's. Absolutely anybody's. Because I have no idea who's going to be quick in Q3. If it's torrential rain, like what it looked like it was going to be. Yep, full wets now. So, here we go. Blazer, if you could tick the box for me, please.
Already did.
Well,
retirement. Is that just me?
What's that?
I've got everyone retiring. Don't know if that's just me.
No. It's not.
Yeah,
No.
that's just some kind of glitch.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Blazer, very tricky conditions as we can see out there. You power slided your way on your last lap. Nice little
Yeah.
a shot I got there. You sound a little bit disappointed about that. I'm guessing just didn't like it out there.
No, I liked it out there. It's just I'm just very disappointed with my first run. Give me one sec. There we go. Well, as I went out the track for my first intermediate run, getting the lap ready and spun on the last corner and fully whacked my wing off. So I had to go around the track with no wing. That's why I had to come back out, come in the pits and come back out in the intermediates. That's when the wet is starting to get worse. So I'm just an amateur mistake.
Yeah, but P13, I guess it's not too bad. Obviously on fresh tyres, so... Oh, God, Brave... Sorry. There, Brave Container's been off again on the S's. Yeah, fresh tyres, but everybody's on fresh tyres. Why am I even saying that? So...
Yeah.
So it could be an interesting race. I'm guessing keep it clean on the first lap and hopefully have a good race result, because bless you, you need a good result. I'm absolutely crying for you to have a good result right now, because we've stuck on like 40 odd points since Baku, I believe. So,
well, I did score points last week out in Mexico. I finished P10. I would have got higher, but because of my penalties I had in Mexico, got me all the way down to P10. But a single point. Only just starting to get the rhythm back, but I'm still having trouble here and there. But as soon as I come out of this slump, hopefully very soon, in this race I'll be out of the little slump. I should be running back and up again, running good again.
any question for me, Top Notch?
No, yeah, just good luck. Yeah, again, same again. Good luck. I should think you're happy to get moving from that 45-point mark, even if that's a couple of points. Are still moving off it. I know what it's like.
Yeah, definitely.
Stuck for a while. So.
Yeah, cheers. I'm gonna definitely try have some fun there, even though I won't have any fun battles with Primus because he's not here today, so that's a little bit downside. But I'll try to do my best.
Alright, good luck in the race, Blazer.
Thank you.
Maybe speak to you later.
Hopefully.
Right. Thank you. Have a good one.
Will do. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, so, difficult times for Blazer in the Williams, but still, P13. Got to make some moves on the first lap, but into Q3, and as you can see, once again, these guys are absolutely trying to find this grip around here, Top Notch. It's difficult to find. Looks to me like there's a dry-ish kind of line here in the middle, but I think it's just a visual thing. As you can see, it's just this grip now, and I presume most of these are on dry setups. You can see Goskeri desperately just trying to get the car to turn with him, and it's not happening.
Yeah, first on to go. Goskeri back to cross the line, see what he can do on his lap.
51.4.
51.4.
And in terms of lap times, intermediates, we were kind of in the 48s, 49s, I think, from Koala was fastest in that session. Yeah, Maniac into the 50s. I think around about the 50 mark is where I'm thinking we're looking at. Porter be next across. This definitely could be a mixed up grid here, as purple last sector from Porter goes P3 though. Daniel behind him. Quaker 50.3. Now, if I remember rightly, Quaker is very good in the rain.
On the straight.
Goes backwards. Oh, Rogue. Oh, hello.
Trying to get it round. Good job, mate. Very good job there from Rogue. He must have clipped the curb on the last corner, spun it, waited for a few to go by, and then sorted out pretty rapidly. Good driving from him.
Katod, meantime, has gone fastest now, 50.2, a tenth ahead of Quaker, so he's battling with one of his championship rivals. In fact, the top three in the championship are top three at the moment in reverse order. No, Quaker's leading, isn't he? Quaker's leading, so not exactly reverse order, but there we go. Oh! On board with Grunt. As he went over the crest, his teammate was... I don't know whether his teammate had spun, but Grunt Jasovy nearly followed him over the crest of hill. Really tricky. But he's yet to settle up. Braver Container also had a spin on his first lap through the S's, which I can imagine are an absolute pain throughout this qualifying.
Yeah, I think we're going to have some drivers out of position at the start of this race.
Let's see with Contrastophy. Oh, as he slides his way through. Because they're all on dry setups, or more or less dry setups. Top notch. This makes it even more difficult. As someone's off.
Like that one.
Someone's off. It's a Toro Rosso. Ross Carey.
Toro Rosso.
Iniestas again. Keeps out the way of the Mercedes of Braver. Just about. As Contrastophy goes P6. 51.6. Yeah, he's not liking it as he would in the dry. In the dry, I reckon he'll be right up there, but wet, totally different.
I was going to talk about that. I kind of changed it all for these guys. There's a few F4 guys on the TT time trials leaderboard in the 131.3s, 131.4s. So on time trial, they're really quite fast in the dry. They're not going to be liking this.
No. Brave container light. Decent middle sector. And no, it's just finding that grip. Just another thing as well with the wet, I always find is don't overdrive it. Don't try and kind of force the time out of it. You just got to be as smooth as you can. You see the casual acceleration the Brave is doing. That's exactly what you need to do, especially in these. You try to go faster, it's just going to bite back at you. But let's see with Brave container. This lap looks pretty decent actually. Comes around the final corner. This looks strong.
Once
49s, 49.6. Is the track improving, or is that a very good lap time? I think it's a bit of both.
Oh,
Looked a very decent lap that last sector.
2 tenths up on his lap so far.
See,
a little bit sideways.
50.0.
Oh, just missed out on the 49s.
Gets ahead of Connor. Auto spin off. Grunt is back in. Has Grunt left that a bit too late? Is he going to get back out in time?
Koala slower. Connor Todd. Slower.
I think it's a Haas next. 52.6 for Daniel. No, he's going around again.
Yeah, it's like you said, full of fuel and just keep going round and round and round. You're going to get faster.
Both Renners are in the pits at the moment.
It's going to hurt them guys, or one of them at least, to get out again. It takes ages when the two of you trying to do it.
Connor's going quick on this lap. Just right on board into the middle sector line, which is just past this corner. Into the back straight. He's in non-ERS. No, I think he's backed out. I think he's saving ERS, saving fuel. Yeah, he's 2 seconds out, so he's rerun again. In this Maniac in 4th at the moment.
Quite improved on that one.
Ladies are braver. Going again, McLaren, Rogue. On a 2-minute 4 at the moment, because of course he had that mistake in the last corner. And Quaker Oats is in. Quaker Oats is done. So yeah, second at best for Quaker Oats. Might have had a mistake somewhere. Waller's invalid, but he's got enough to go again.
Connor is up. He's going to be on par with Quaker. Just beats him.
Oh, less than
just
off Braver. Just about a tenth. Just about a tenth behind Braver. Right, let's get on board with Braver. Let's see if he can reply back. Not reply back, but extend his gap. See if the middle sector. He's 3/10 down now. So what's Maniac doing? Let's see. He's down in his lap as well. Quaker Oats, the Quaker Oats Conchastrophe. He's got 30 seconds to get round. Is he going to make that in time? He might just make it. Right, Rogue. Decent round this corner. It's keeping it 1 ERS, which is interesting. Brave is in. Oh, he's cut the corner. But he's just going to have enough time to go round again. Or is he? Is he going to make the line?
It's on line.
No!
No.
He didn't make it.
Cross Kerry goes fourth.
Got off on Cross Carry.
Just pips his teammate. That Maniac will be going again.
Connor's done.
Koala's 6/10 up.
Here we go.
Very
Slightly
nice for the
wide.
last corner, a bit wide.
Goes fourth.
Beats the 2 Toro Rossos though.
Puts Maniac to 6th. And he's a 10th up, but he's coming around to the middle sector now. So this is big lap for Maniac potentially.
Daniel's back right out.
So Daniel will be 9th.
It's all on Grandastrophe and Maniac.
This is a big lap for Maniac. He's got to nail it decent for the middle sector. Is it just me, or is the rain eased off here?
Yeah, it definitely looks like it had in the last minute of this qualifying.
Yes, and you got Maniac and Grunt both on laps. They can improve massively in this last sector if they nail it. Here he goes, final 2 corners. But no, he's invalidated it! Turning too early.
That didn't come up for me. I was watching him. It didn't come up red.
Turning too early.
Unfortunate there for Maniac. A
Gruntastrophe.
little bit sideways for Grandastrophe, but he
No, say
hasn't
7th.
improved enough.
Which means Braver
Wow.
Container takes pole position here for the American Grand Prix with Katod on the front row next to him. Exactly what he needs to do. Quaker 3rd. Waller back in F4. He's up to 4th, so that's good. And then you got the 2 Toro Rossos. Maniac in 6th, though. Wouldn't be best pleased at that, but could have been worse. Those are very tricky conditions. You could have ended up worse than that, but still, I think it'd be slightly disappointing with P6.
Yeah, them guys can work together in the middle there. But if you remember back to Q1, Rogue top of the table at the end of it and missed out at the end of Q3 there, so he's going to be one to watch from the back of the top 10.
Right, run us through that top 10 there, top notch.
So Rogue at the back in 10th position, and then Daniel in P9, and Porter in 8th, Grandastrophe in 7th, RSF1 Maniac in 6th, Cross Kerry in 5th, Koala in 4th, Quaker Oats in 3rd, Connor Todd in 2nd, and then pole position today, F4 is Braver Container.
Very interesting qualifying session, very tricky conditions in Q2 and Q3 there. Definitely think if Maniac and Conchastrophe, that rain definitely was eased off at the end, so look at it now, completely dry with plenty of sunshine, so again, back into those levels of grip should bring it back interestingly, so I would normally have pole position in this. Let's see if I can have a quick word with Brave Container. Do you have him on your friends list?
We can get him in, yeah.
If he wants a quick word. I'll give a very quick word though, because just in case. But these guys are very good at not
It's
readying
on
up,
Do
so
Not Disturb. I don't think he'll join. I can invite him, but
give him a try.
I
See
very much doubt.
whether he does. Blazer was on a Do Not Disturb, and he did. So okay, I don't think he is, but that's fine. He's probably focusing on that run up to turn 1, and very wide entrance into that turn 1. Top-notch potential there for drama to happen. I don't fully expect F4 to be like that. I don't expect the pilot by any means at all in there, but potential for wing damage because there's so many lines in there. You can just lunge up on the inside, but that's very risky to do so because obviously the apex where people turn in is right where the right at the top of the corner. So, but yeah, you can definitely make a few positions. You just be very careful about it.
Yeah, it's really hard when you're driving. It's hard to know what people are doing around you, and you can find yourself going unknowingly 4 wide into the apex, and that just squeezes all of you. It's kind of a bit unintentional, but you know, it's unavoidable sometimes when people are trying to gain positions at the start. So, yeah, be looking forward to the start of this. See what happens. People like Scotsman said that he's going to hang back and just try and have a good first. So, see if he can.
Yep. Last time out in Mexico, Grandtastrophe had a relatively comfortable win ahead of Quaker Oats. Had to rely on penalties in the end. Take nothing away from him. It was a very commanding race. Starting a little bit lower down this time. See if he can pull on through and make it 4 wins in a row. He's going to have to if he wants to win this championship. Still mathematically in it, but he needs to keep on at that run of form. Junior was on the podium last time out as well in 3rd. He started on pole last week, 15th this week, but he'll be one to watch, I reckon. Junior, I reckon he'll be definitely trying to fly through. And I think with the dry session that we did get in Q1 Top Notch, very very close times in that session. Tough to say whether that was the true order because whether people were pushing 100% now. So, but if that's anything to go by, this should be a very, very close race.
Yeah, definitely will.
Question from Weber, has Connor got 0 points now? Nope. There is a reason why he's changed his gamer tag, because he's on a comms ban, otherwise he wouldn't be able to race at all. So this is like a temporary thing, and then he'll be back to Connor Todd when that ban is over. So it's not an official name change, just so we can bring that up. But here we go. Take us through the grid.
Yep. So in 20th position, Wagsy. Not qualifying from him, unfortunately, but I hope to gain his way up through the field. And then Mick, in 18th position. Again, no qualifying from him, just missed out because of the weather and a few complications, I think. And then 17th position, Wobbles. And then in 16th position, RSF1 Scotsman. We heard from him earlier. Hopefully he can have a good start to the race. And then just in front of him, 15th position, RSF1 Junior. We see him spin out Q2, I think it was. So we know he's got a bit more pace in where his position is. And then in front of him, 14th position, Ted First. And then 13th, LR Blazer Guns. And his teammate just in front of him, of Grounded Vinny, in 12th. And then RSF1 Carlin in 11th. And then 10th position, Rogue. And 9th position, First of the Haas. No, Highest of the Haas, Daniel. In 9th position, and then 8th position, RSF1 Porter, with his teammate just in front of him, Grandtastrophe in 7th, and then the 2 Toro Rossos in 5th and 6th of Maniac and Cross Kerry, and then 4th position, Koala, so a good comeback to F4 for Koala, and then 3rd position, Quaker Oates in the Red Bull, and then second Connor Todd in the Pink Panther, and then pole position F4 is Brave Container in the Merc.
Thank you very much. And interesting tyre strategies there, top notch. Vinny on the hard tyres. That'll be interesting to see whether that works out, because as far as I believe, hards are not very quick around here. So Scotsman also on the medium starting 16th. That makes sense, because if you can make some positions up, that'll be good. But what is clear to see, everybody else on the softs. So pretty much everyone quite certain of what they can do on their strategy in this race. But yeah, here we go. So Brave Container pole position, one of his, I think it's a rare pole position. I don't, it's either his first or second pole position that he's had, but he's going to have two championship leaders that are very keen to win this race right behind him, so it's big pressure from him. Koala P4 as well, and of course you've got the others at the back looking to push their way through. But here we go. Let me go, quiet camera angle please. Thank you very much. And here we go, 4, 5 lights, and lights out and away they go. Looks like a very decent start from Connor. Up on the inside already. No, Braver has had a shocking start of 5 wide nearly. Toro Rosso of Maniac right up on the inside on the curb, and all pushing their way through. There's 3 wide. There's Williams off in the background, but Connor Todd has taken the lead, but Maniac is going right on the outside and taking the lead. What a start for Maniac from 6th on the grid as they go through the S's. He's ahead of Connor Todd. There's a Quaker looking up on the inside of Koala as well. So the pole position man, Braver Container, down to 3rd place. Ahead of Quaker Rose with Koala in P5, but what a start for Maniac. Lunged up on the inside, there's yellow flags. It's Tedist. His round. Yep, he's spinning at the top of the hill. So not a good start from Tedist, but wow.
Junior just lost out to Wobbles. Going to come back at him down the straight.
3 wide. 3 wide, the 2 Renaults.
Ooh.
2 Renaults and the Haas of Daniel up on the inside. Oh,
Catastrophe around the outside of Daniel.
oh goodness. It's midfield, all very close to one another. As one of the Renaults has gone wide. That's Rogue up on the inside of Porter. Going to go right round the outside of him, and he does. Into 11. There's another McLaren there trying to lunge up on the inside of Junior. That was Charismic, who's trying to work his way through. Oh, frantic start there, top notch.
Wobbles
But
with a 5-second time penalty exceeding track limits.
oh god, that's a bit of a harsh one.
Carlin and Blazer. Blazer gets past. That opens the door for Gruntastrophe as well. And Daniel. Carlin's just going backwards. Going right down the order. Cross Kerry with a 3-second time penalty.
Blazer up 6 positions, and Maniac up 5. The 2 biggest gainers. Tedis is in the pits, unfortunately, though. Apparently Carlin has left the session. Can you invite him, please?
I sure can.
As Connor close to Maniac, but no. We know, chat, we're getting Carlin in back in as soon as possible. As Blaze has made a move.
Invited him.
Blaze has made a move around the outside of Cross Kerry, trying to push his way through. Not push his way through, but make his way through. He's up to 6th place, so what a start. Head across Kerry, who's dropped a bit from these front 5. Alright, start of lap 3. Roads into there. Right, chat, we've invited Carling, so could you...
Carlin's back in, mate.
Yeah, tell us nicely, alright? It's coming across as rude. So, rein it in a little bit. But Maniac keeping this lead. He's front 4-5 now. Koala pulling away on Blazer. But let's see if Blazer can catch the gap up.
Catastrophe with another 3 second. Junior on the back of Grandad Vinny on the hard, struggling. It's going to be way slower than these guys behind him.
One of them with a nice run on Maniac. Oh, there was that Braver container. It was lunging up on the inside the Mercedes. And here comes Braver. He's got a good run on Conatod, but Conatod's got the DRS on the back of Maniac. Braver looking for potential free wide possession, but no. And Braver still there. Blazer and Cross Carry side by side. We've got Contrastrophes in there as well.
Oh, Blazer's gone really wide. Cross Carry fought better than that.
Outside. There's the grip, that big slide from Blazer. Goodness me.
Rogue with a 3 second. Braver on Conatod into 1. Oh, he's hit the back of Maniac.
Oh, goodness. There's wing damage as well. Quaker Road's trying to avoid the, both of them.
And Quaker coming into it as
Oh,
well.
Braver container. Oh, no,
carnage.
they're both off. They're both off. 2 championship leaders. Braver container in the middle of it all.
Boys.
Oh,
Place
goodness.
to be fighting 3 wide.
Braver container's lagging massively.
Oh, there's a big jumble of cars here in the midfield, all gone through the S's. Connor Todd's just gone through this, he's gone straight back into it.
That is so unfortunate for Quaker and Connor. It looks like a big...
Wobbles, Connor Todd right up behind Quaker.
Oh, what is this back here? Goodness me, trainer cars.
Don't know where to look. Koala on Braver. On wide. Braver's coming back at him around the outside. Wow, the fights are everywhere.
Is Braver container lagging for you?
Yeah, a little bit. I have noticed that.
Yeah.
A little tiny bit every now and then.
Blazer's up to 4th and he's right in this. He's on the inside of Braver. Braver's got wing damage, so you can tell he's struggling.
Yeah, he certainly is. He really needs to stretch these out a bit longer. He's not going to be able to do it. He's pitting.
The Blazer's up to 3rd. Fantastic stuff from him. He's up 10 places in 5 laps. Brilliant stuff. And Braver he's left now. I think someone's probably told him. Wow. And Quaker and Connor are both in the pits. So
Maniac picks up 3 second.
Yeah.
That's not going to help him. He has quite a gap to Koala though. Daniel 3 second.
Yeah, we've got to get quite a few of that. Rogue as well. Especially for the S's. It's going to be like Mexico, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, very hard to navigate cleanly. Especially when you're under pressure. Oh, Daniel on the back of Rogue.
Yeah.
Very close, he got a flag. Don't know where that was.
Oh, here we go, big run. Big one on Rogue.
And in
Right
front,
around the outside, Blazer.
Blazer guns on Koala.
Blazer's absolutely flying. Here comes Koala back at him.
Inside for the next corner. Yep, you're right, Blazer is flying.
Oh. Contrastrophe's back up to 4th as well. He's put his qualifying white behind him, but here comes Blaze. Blaze is under big pressure from Koala. But Lando in the chat saying Maniac in big control. He is. He is. He's got both his championship rivals unfortunately get caught up in something. Right down the order now. Hoping for best points, and of course he could really take this control. But still a long way to go. He's still got to get the result he wants. Right, so who's pitted? It's just the bottom three. Connor Todd, Quaker and Teddist. All on hard tyres. Got this lovely helicopter shot of Rogue. All over the back of Koskari, yeah.
It certainly is. Charismatic with a 3 second, unfortunately. I've noticed that you can go quite wide there on the exit, get away with it.
Wallace going to have DRS on the back of Blazer. Blazer's actually catching Maniac. That gap was over 3 seconds, it's now 2.5. Is Koala going to have a go? I don't think he is. No, so we'll jump back to Rogue, who is on the inside of Koskari. And gets past him.
Koskari's slipped back in. From Rogue.
Yeah, Koskari doesn't seem to have the pace really at this early stage, it seems. Junior's had a good start, up 6. Right. Charismatic up 8 as well, so good starts from them.
Blazer Guns is reeling in Maniac at a rate of knots. Koala's going with him, so it's gone Chastity.
Oh, Quaker's on intermediate.
3 second.
Quaker's on intermediate. Oh goodness me, I feel for him. I really do feel for him. He must have changed the tyres, and obviously I can imagine he's very frustrated after what happened to him, and he just must have selected intermediates by mistake. Oh goodness,
yeah,
Quaker.
Very unfortunate for him. That's not what he needed in this race. This is especially with Maniac where he is.
At this stage of the season when he's leading the championship after Mexico. Oh wow. Yeah, unlucky there, Braver. Sorry to see about that. Obviously, connection there. Yeah, you're right about Blazer and this pack of 3, Koala and Gonchastovi. They're catching back Maniac. So Maniac may have the gap now, but he's definitely not got this race win yet, has he? As Daniel's got past Koskari for 6th.
Scotsman past Wobbles as well.
Yeah, Vinny. How many places have Vinny made? None. He's still in 12th on those hard tyres. I'm still curious as to where he's going to be, as Quaker Oates has retired.
That's unfortunate for Quaker.
Wow.
And Koala's into the pits.
Oh.
First of the front runners to blink.
So what's this going to be? Mediums or hards?
It's going to be a long stretch on the mediums.
Porter and Carlin in as well. So let's see.
Wobbles with a 3 second time penalty.
Mediums.
Cross carry on the back of Daniel. Going into the S's.
Yeah, mediums. Mediums for everyone that pitted there. Clean air. And someone pointed out. Oh, goodness. Yeah, definite corner cut there.
Very wide.
There's Blazer one as well.
Fast.
Blazer's within a second. Maniacs must have had a huge mistake. Blazer's within a second of
very
Maniac.
strong today. I understand why he was disappointed with qualifying if he had this kind of pace in his pocket.
Yeah, Pigeon saying they can go, those that pitted, they can take mediums to the end on this, and they're in clean air. So someone also mentioned in there in the chat, going for the undercut, as well as Teddis has had an off on the first corner. He's got damage. So he's definitely not having a good race.
And Quaker nearly ran into the back of Grandad Vinny. These 3 are battling in the midfield. Ted first gets a 3 second time penalty. Blazer on Maniac up the front. Maniac split off into the pits.
Gonchastovi in as well.
They're reacting.
Reacting to Koala. Koala was definitely trying to get the undercut on those guys.
Yeah, Koala's had a bit of clean air in front of him to get that time. See if it's worked.
Right, where's Koala? Where is Koala? Let me get on in. No, that's Charismic. There we go. Koala. Oh, there's Maniac. Right in a big train of cars. Wobbles in the middle of this. And oh, Maniac holding. You got 3 wide nearly. Wobbles. Oh,
Oh,
slight
Wobbles
tap
was
and he's
lost it.
round. Wobbles is
I feel
off.
for Wobbles there.
Oh,
He's just running his race, trying to
slightest
keep
tap.
out of the way. And
Then
that
you got-
was literally the slightest of touches.
Then you got
He
massive train of
does well
cars.
to get out of the way.
So as much as
Very unfortunate there for Wobbles.
Maniac and Koala have tried to do the undercut, the problem is they're behind now Scotsman and definitely Vinny, who are going for a long way. Scotsman's got to run on a Vinny meantime.
Vinny, yeah. These mediums are now going to really start feeling good.
Pettis has called it a day. So, not a good day for him. Well, good evening, as Koala and Gronchastrophe, who are both on the same kind of strategy. They're all a clump now. Gronchastrophe, Koala, Maniac. Highest of those that pitted as Maniac's trying to go through past Vinny. There was
little
contact.
nudge.
Was there damage? I don't think there was, but this is a very precarious situation. Maniac's got to be careful as Blazer, Rogue, and Junior all pitted, so Blaze is going to be the last jigsaw. Oh, he's got to be very careful
with a
because he's
3
got to hit
second.
this. Now, where's Blazer?
Yeah, very short pit lane in this.
There's
this
Blazer.
track. He should
There's
be
Blazer on
coming
the
out.
inside.
He's coming out just behind him.
Oh, Blazer!
Oh, he's touched Koala.
Oh,
Oh, did he get any damage? That's the question.
He
No,
tried
he
to.
didn't.
He tried to stick his
He's
nose in. The
okay,
gap was
can
always going to
keep
close.
going. Come on, mate. Keep your composure. You've been driving well. It's a little mistake. You
Yeah,
can
still can get a good result here.
back in it. Fantastic
Gronchastrophe
with a 3 second. Not
gained
one to
one
see,
place as well.
normally getting
Oh,
penalties.
Koala.
On the back of Brandon Vinny. Very close.
Oh, big lunge. Koala.
He slammed that down the inside.
Nice.
Vinny done well to go side by side with him there.
Oh, Vinny's going to retaliate.
DRS. We've all got the DRS on Scotsman, bless him.
And Maniac's having a go at Scotsman, I think, in front. As these guys here, Gronchastrophe, Koala, that's not what they need. Vinny in the middle of this again. Like what Teddy says. Oh, Vinny!
A
Oh,
little bit of ghosting, Vinny with a 3 second.
right. So they done what they needed to do, because Maniac had cleared Vinny. They had to do the same, and they have now. They
Yeah.
had to do that.
Blazer's the next one. He's catching Vinny now, so by the DRS straight he should be passed.
Daniel's in the pits. He was
Junior
one of the
on
last on
back of
softs.
Cross Kerry. Closing the gap.
As Maniac now gets back into the lead ahead of Scotsman, who is yet to pit. So Blaze is not out of this despite the spin. We know he has the pace to get back up. He's got to regroup. Still, this race is anybody's.
Clear Vinny. And try and get back on the back of Gronchastrophe.
This race is still anybody's. Look at the pack of cars. Still really close. It's all the way back to Cross Carey, really, and Junior down in 10th. Still really close to one another.
Is. Wobbles with a 3 second, and Koala on the back. Scotsman down the straight. Both with the RS open, but Koala's got the run.
Koala will want to make this move. You can see Maniac, and they've got the 2 Williams. Blazer getting past Vinny. I think Vinny's letting him through. As Koala gets past Scotsman. Got yellow flags in the back of the Mercedes a Wagsy. Yeah, Scotsman's trying to run his own race top notch, and he's got all these guys desperate to keep up with Maniac, clawing all over the back of him.
Yeah, he sure has.
Lovely
Trying
helicopter
to run
shot.
his own race.
Ah, Blazer. I get too many of those. Another penalty. That's Gronchastrophe. He's keen to... Oh, Blazer's left. Blaze left the session.
Catastrophe on the back.
Blaze has jumped off line.
Back.
Yeah, can you? Thank you. Disappeared online for me, so I think that's a whole Xbox thing. The servers have not been good over the last week or so. Has to be said, but with all this going on at the moment, and that's not what Blazer needs. His AI car's right in front of Rogue as well.
He has his invite.
Yeah.
Try and sling him another one in a second. Daniel with a 3-second time penalty.
That's really going to hurt Blazer. I do feel for him. As Rogue surely making a move. Oh, he just tapped the AI car out of the way. Lucky he didn't get damage from that. And Porter's going to make his way through. There goes Blazer. But oh my god, he's got a train of cars to get back into. Including Crosscarry making it 3 wide. Porter.
Oh, little nudge.
Blazer's going to drop to 10th. You got Junior behind him. Junior's got
Oh,
by.
Junior
Oh,
sneaked
Carlin. Carlin's hit the back of him. It's an AI car there. You can't really do
not
much.
taking control of his car
No.
yet.
And he's dropped outside the points as well. Meanwhile, the leaders still lying astern. Maniac ahead of Koala and Grunt. These three fighting for the win. Carlin's in the pits.
Yeah, feel for Blazer there.
That's unfortunate for Carlin as well. He just tapped the back of Blazer's car as they were going through. He's in the pits, and that's going to drop him way out of contention, I'm afraid. Maniac still, he cannot get away from these two top-notch. He's definitely... This is big pressure moment. He's obviously got Quaker out the points, or... Well, he's DNF'd, and Connor out the points as well. This is big pressure for Maniac now.
Junior on the back of Crosscarry and Crosscarry on the back of Porter. Backed off a little bit through there, but they're still very close. Same as the top three.
You can see he's still 10 seconds covering the top 9. Brilliant stuff. Is Crosscarry going to have a look? No, I think it's too far back. Nearly touched the back of Porter though.
Wobbles with a 3-second there. And crazy to think we ain't even done half the race yet, Brundle.
It's been great so far. Absolutely enthralling.
Rogue on Vinny with the tyre advantage.
Yeah, Vinny's still yet to pit on those hard tyres, as is Scotsman on those mediums. Safety car suddenly happens, they'll be right in it.
Yeah, sure will. Rhythmic with a 3-second.
Is that going to be a lunge from Rogue? It is.
Rogue slung up the inside. That's a very late move.
Yeah.
When you see it come, got out of the way and just got the power on. Nicely done. Yeah, Rogue's getting a bit impatient. Needs to wait till the home straight.
Koala had a horrible...
Down there.
Koala's had a horrible run at the end of the S's, and Conchastovi's up on the inside of him. Who's going to get DRS? They both give him... Oh, they lock together! Oh, that could have ended in tears. Conchastovi's got DRS. But so Koala's done it. Or not done it. As Wobbles has retired in the pit, so no points for Ferrari. That's ended a very disappointing day for the Maranello team, as Rogue is up the inside of Vinny. And Blaze is still trying to recover. I still think Blaze is still on for a good result here. We know he has the pace. Hope he doesn't lag out again there, top notch, but see what he can do. He's got a couple of penalties though.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of penalties across the board at the minute, so in the first half of the race he had the pace to get up to the front. Let's see if he can do it again. At least up to his teammate.
What a slid his way.
After 5 laps.
Let's go, got damage. Oh, he's
He might-
retired.
retired.
Must have had damage from something, but still, no, he hasn't. He done that damage. I don't know why he's
Must have had
retired
to do
then.
something.
Oh,
Charismatic on the back of Daniel in the S's. Really close. Oh. Yeah, wise move, backed off a little bit.
that's a shame for Goscari. Had a good race up until then. Right, we can. Well, we can't relax really. Still battles going on. But Porter's had a
Yeah,
not a great run at all out of the hairpin there, and Junior's going to have a go. They both got DRS. This will be a drag race down towards the next hairpin. I think Junior's got this up on the inside. Porter's not going to give it up easy, but Junior's into 7th.
yeah, you'd have to think that Vinny's going to be a sitting duck on these fresh mediums behind him.
Meanwhile, the top 3, Koala's dropped a bit. He's a couple of seconds behind Gonchastovi. Gonchastovi is now focusing on Maniac for this win, as he'll take that wide line, the penultimate corner. See this train of cars behind Vinny. Vinny's still yet to pit, as I think Rogue was looking, but no. Porter not letting go Junior. You got Blazer behind as well.
Well, one thing's for sure, Vinny's going to be very fast at the end of this race on soft tyres.
Yeah, but you see how close the pack is. He's going to be well outside the top 10. Try and recover, but yeah, he's going to be flying. As Rogue, I think Rogue would be very keen to get past Scotsman. Scotsman's been out 15 laps on his mediums. They'll be in towards the near end. Yeah, he's just driving his own race as Junior's lunged up on the inside of Vinny. And yeah, Junior's got Vinny. And Blaze is on the back of Porter. Battles pretty much every lap. And Blaze
Sure
is
is.
surely... Oh, he's gonna...
Blaze has gone really deep. He's got his teammate in
I
the
think he was-
process.
I think he was trying to get his teammate as well. They're probably in the same party and probably choreographed that, so that was very good teamwork if it is. Although, when he's fighting it, because you've got Porter nearly locked tyres. Oh, if that was choreographed from the Williams pair. Just about, I guess, but Porter's not very happy about this. Oh,
Oh, Porter into the back of Vinny. Little touch.
try to get on the
If there's
brakes.
any
Good.
damage, don't think there is. Looks okay.
Trying to cars here still.
Vinny's finding himself in all sorts of fights on these hard tops at the start of the race.
Junior's next target is Scotsman ahead. Must be going for a
Seems
soft
to be
at the
getting
end.
that time down nicely.
He must be going for a soft at the end, I
Definitely.
think.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, had an uninvited guest there. Don't know who that was. As Junior was looking at the inside of Scotsman, runs a little bit deep, going to the hairpin as
Deep,
Porter's
yeah.
got past Vinny.
Vinny with a switchback.
Surely Vinny and Scotsman are going to be pitting
Porter's
sometime
gone
soon.
deep. Yeah, I should think so. Think of around the window now for the mediums.
Yeah, Scotsman's in. Junior will be very grateful for that. Junior's up to 5th. Solid race on Junior so far from 15th.
Yeah, very good running from Junior.
Right, so where's Scotsman going to rejoin? He's going to be on soft, so he'll be flying back up. He's going to come out 12th. So it's up to him, whether he can get into the points again.
How far behind Connor is he going to be? Connor's on hard as well, so he's going to have extra time on
He
Connor.
is 6 seconds, and he's 12 seconds behind Charismic, who is in 10th.
Got some work to do. We want some points.
Here comes Daniel, the next target of Vinny. Vinny's just dropping like a stone now. Those hards. Oh, there was so much room on the left, Daniel. And he decides to squeeze it on the right side to be on the outside for this corner. And he's going to make it work. All slight contact. It's like bobbing of wheels, and Daniel's not. No, he could have made that stick, I think. There, meantime, Koala's really dropped off of the top two, and Gonchastovi's now within a second of the race leader, Maniac, so we still have a fight with 9 laps to go. As Vinny finally pits from those hard tyres. So Vinny, I think, is going to be same as Scotsman, is going to be outside the points, but yeah, well outside. I think even Scotsman's going to get past him.
Junior's on the back of Blazer, hunting, looking for any opportunity to get past. This is not the place to do it though. Down the back straight, in a few corners time. Got to feel that Vinny's gonna, Blazer's gonna be sitting duck. How close Junior is.
Let's see. On board with Junior. Yeah, he's definitely got it. Blazer, middle of the road defence. Junior thinks, okay, go around the outside. Let's see. Daniel and Porter's having a go. The slight touch of tyres, but Junior's up on the inside, but Blazer's going to retaliate. Go right round the outside. He's going to go the long way round his Blazer.
Touch. Junior's gone deep.
Scotsman's left the session.
He's on the outside.
Alright, try to hang it. Yeah, Scotsman's gone, thank you. Blazer tried to hang it all the way around the outside, but couldn't do so. I've got to get back on the leader. All the two leaders. Battle for the win.
Penalties next few laps.
Yeah, next couple of laps, I think.
Bundle.
Yeah. Carlin as well. Carlin as well. This.
What is going on tonight?
Yeah, servers haven't been great, have they?
And then bite.
Shoot. Right, it's Gonchastovi gonna get. He needs to get a good X out of this hairpin. Maniac slightly sideways. Don't think. It seems Maniac has got a good low arrow on it. Oh, go God is catching. He goes, is he going to go for a lunge on the hairpin? No. Biding his time. Biding his time at the moment is Gonchastovi. Still there. Well,
Blazer on Junior.
Yep. He's still at it. You got Charismic getting past Porter in the background, but Blazer has got Junior, I think. And Christmas got Porter.
The job done before the corner. These two, Junior and Blazer, going at it.
They're trying to take the camera time off of the front two, I think.
They're doing a good job of it, racing like this.
Yeah, great racing so far.
Very deep there. Yeah, from the whole F4, very good side-by-side action from multiple drivers.
So 7 laps to go. Obviously we check penalties, but I think these two are relatively clean, apart from the penalty that Gonchastovi has got, although that was a bit of a debatable one, but that will be dealt by the stewards afterwards. But
definitely seen one for Maniac.
Yeah.
I believe he's got one. Brandon Vinny with the fastest lap.
Yeah, on softs.
5-1.
Grandchastity, good exit this time. Is he going to be close enough for a lunge? He thought about it last lap. Don't think he's close enough. If he's going to go for a move now, it'll be a risky one. Maniac thinks he's going to
be
go
late
for
braking.
it. Oh,
Not quite there.
not this time. Not
Good
this
effort,
time.
though.
This
Went
is
as late as he could.
a very intriguing battle between these two. Both want it.
And
Both
Junior
need it.
down the inside of Blazer again. Oh, and Blazer's had a little spin.
Yeah.
Lost a bit of time.
It's going to be putting him under pressure from Daniel as well. Potentially.
Grant Catastrophe's closed right up to Maniac.
This is the closest he's
2
been.
Temps. Yep, this is the closest anyone's been for a while to Maniac.
Here we go.
One grunt in the chat from Vettel.
He's biding his time. He could have lunged at turn 1. That would have been a risky move, but he thought, no, we've got plenty of time to do. Still got 6 laps left. But this is very intriguing now. Both want this win. Both need this win. For championship purposes as well. Obviously, you got Maniac. You got Connor Todd, who's actually made it into 10th. So a decent recovery from Connor, but you got Quaker out the points. So if Maniac, even at this stage, even if he gets passed by Grunt, he will take the championship lead back on Quaker votes, but he wants the win. And then you've got Conchastrophe, who if he wins, it'll be 4 in a row. And he still has a slim chance of a championship for him as well from Conchastrophe. He's going to be very close now. Surely he's going to have a proper look.
This is the closest he's been down into Hare.
Here we go.
Very late on the brakes. He's
Oh,
got
right
side
on the
by side.
outside.
He's got the inside for the next corner.
Oh, slightly
There's
over
a
the
little
tyres.
touch.
And fast it
Wide
to
from
1.
Maniac.
Passes off, Scotsman's been off, but Maniac just about fends him off. No, he goes deep in the next corner.
Catastrophe's got the lead.
Ah, choreographed that beautifully. The Conchastrophe, so Maniac's now got to get the place back.
Yep, that mistake from Maniac's given Catastrophe nearly 8 tenths of a second of the gap already. Nearly lost DRS already.
Right, we've got to get back to that because
Retreat.
now Daniel is going to potentially make this a three-way battle between himself, Blazer, and Junior. Clearly Daniel's liked the look of this battle in front of him. I thought, yeah, I want to have a go as well. Make this interesting. I think though Maniac's got a good low air road. He's still within a second of Grunt.
Daniel right on the back of Blazer. Really close. Hard to follow someone that close in that part of the track. With the lack of aero.
Maniac. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Maniac's got a good low air on this back straight, but I don't think it's enough this time around. Closed 4 tenths of that DRS though. There's Blaze on the back of Junior. Junior made his move. Scotsman's retired at the back as Blaze is going to go for a deep lunge. Inside of Junior. Oh, there was contact made. Junior's going to stay by the inside. He lunges back. Oh. Blaze is still up on the inside for this next turn. Just about gives enough room. Daniel's got like a front row seat of this. Oh, right on this low right hander, they're still side by side. Surely, yeah, Blaze has got it now. But here comes Daniel. He wants to have a look of this. Junior hits the back of Blazer.
Yeah, they keep fighting like this. The Charismic's going to be joining the battle as well very soon.
Yeah,
dropping rapidly.
Oh, Junior keeps getting caught out. Blazer's breaking in there. Blazer's got a couple of car links now. And he's got a time penalty. I was going to say we best look at penalties. See where we're at.
Yep, I can do that.
Thank God. So I feel like that's going to change things.
Grunt Catastrophe has 2 penalties, 2 warnings, and a 5 seconds. So I don't know if that 5
jeez.
seconds is served.
It wasn't. It was after his pit stop.
Maniac has 1 penalty and 1 warning.
Oh, okay.
Koala has 1 penalty, 2 warnings.
Right.
Rogue has 5 penalties and 1 warning.
Oh, jeez. I think Blaze has got quite a few.
Blazer has 2 penalties, no
Oh, he
warnings.
has 2. Oh, yeah, more than 2. Okay. Junior.
Junior has 4 penalties.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Daniel has 4 penalties, 1
Oh,
warning.
my God. Grismic.
Wow.
Grismic has 0.
Charismic's got nearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Never mind.
6, 7. Yeah.
Never mind. Porter has nothing. He'll jump up a lot. No.
5 penalties for Porter.
Okay, never mind.
Connor has
Tots.
2 with no warnings.
Ooh, okay. Oh, Daniel! Daniel was sideways. He caught it. Right, so...
And Vinny has a
oh, God.
couple. Carlin has nothing. Where is Carlin? Carlin's in 12th. Oh,
Nice,
unfortunate.
too far back.
He's had clean.
Right, so with 6 penalties plus the 5, which will become a 10, Grandchester, you might be in trouble on Koala, even though Koala's 7 seconds off this battle. It's not battle anymore because Grandchester's got the gap. But unfortunately with those pens, he will lose the victory to Maniac. Now obviously there's debate whether that penalty should stay, but obviously on track we've got to go with the results. So Blazer can still get 4 from Rogue. Rogue may drop quite a bit actually, as will Junior, Daniel, potentially. I think a driver of the day soon, and I think there's a few candidates for it.
There certainly is.
Anybody the top 8 by position change?
Yeah.
Goodness me. Wow, that's quite a bit. That's going to be tricky to narrow it down. Was there anybody that had no penalties? Because I think anybody with no penalties.
Had no penalties.
Is that the only one?
In 12. Yep.
Oh, Vinny's got another one. I think there was a couple that popped up on my screen. Junior's going to have a nice retaliation on the back of Blazer. These two have been locked together in a battle. Daniel's not close enough, so here is Junior. Middle of the road defense from Blazer. They've both got the same penalties, isn't it? So this is for outright position between the two. Blazer. Ooh. Okay. Right, so Blazer for now behind Junior. Back into 5th. Got Daniel there. Charismix still lurking there. But lap.
I think Charismic and Junior definitely shapes for driver of the day. And then
It's a fair few. There was a
sure after
lot
that.
of cow. Oh, Charismic. Oh, Charismic time penalty, and then he flung it into the wall for good measure. I think this is a very tough driver of the day. This is very debatable driver of the day, I think. It's tough to narrow it down to 3 as well, because I mean positions gained, you got to go with Charismic or Junior, but then you got to add the fact that the start for Maniac, the Contrastovy's up 6, Can't count him out. Rogue up 6, but he's got a ton of penalties. Blazer's had a
Charismic's
tough...
been disqualified from session.
Oh no! Well, you can count on Charismic anyway. I was wondering whether we might have one, but there it is, as Blazer's having to go back at Junior. Round the outside. Again, these two. Oh, Charismic. I've been there, I've done it before. Yeah, Koala's had a, I say technical debut, it's not really a debut because he was in F4 before. Oh dear. I think we're gonna narrow it down to 3. So who would you say if you could narrow it down to 3? Who would you say?
I'd have to say Grunt's gonna drop back though, isn't he? I'd have to say Maniac, Blazer, or Junior. But Rogue, I don't know.
It's too many. There's too many to narrow it down.
Out of them top 4, that'd definitely be Rogue, Maniac, or Grantastrophe. One of them 3, and the other 2 that I said.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick between them 3.
Alright. Right, we're on the last lap now. What I'll do is I know where the point is of the last lap. So you got a lap now, or until they all cross the line. Put your drive of the day vote in the chat. I will not count repeats. I will probably not count teammates. So put your vote in the chat, guys. We'll count them up. But Grantastrophe, he has pulled away from Maniac, but I think with that 5 seconds, it will drop him behind Maniac. We'll have to see. But a greatly choreographed move. I mean, even if he does lose the win here, a great performance on Grantastrophe is exactly what he needed to do to keep himself in with the championship. I think he might have just done that. But he takes the win initially ahead of Maniac, but Maniac does take the victory back on track. Fantastic from him. Is Koala going to drop to 2nd? No, he stays 3rd. Rogue's going to drop massively. Blazer, is he going to get 4th finally? He gets 4th initially. Does he keep 4th? Rogue 5th, Junior 6th, Daniel 7th. Porter is going to cross the line 8th. Yep. Connor 8th. Connor, great recovery to 8th place. Fantastic recovery from Connor. And is Vinny going to get the last point?
That's what the House boys needed.
No, Carly got the last point. So, there we go. And Wagsy's going to be the last one on the lead lap. So, Maniac takes it. And that is exactly the response he needed after... well, because he had a race ban and a quali ban recently, didn't he? So, from Mexico. Had a decent result in Mexico with 4th. But he's come back with a win. And if a win is perfectly timed, that was the time to do it. Both of his rivals struggling. I mean, Connor did great to get 4th, but Quake is out the points. This is massive for Maniac. Grantastrophe too. They're both back in the championship still.
Yeah, I'm going to say Blazer for driver of the day for me.
Right, let me count it up. That's quite a lot. Koala 2, Vinny 1, Blazer 1, Junior 1, Maniac. 1, 2, 4. I think Maniac's won it.
Yep,
yeah,
that's cool.
According to the chat, that's Maniac's won it, and that won't repeat. And there were not teammates of Maniac either. So I think it's unanimous in that. But what a race! Run us through that that top 10, top notch.
Yep. So in 10th position we've got RSF1 Carlin. 9th position we've got RSF1 Porter. In 8th position we've got Connor Todd. And 7th position we've got Daniel. 6th position RSF1 Junior, 5th position Rogue, 4th position LR Blazer Guns, 3rd position Koala, 2nd position Gruntastrophe, and then 1st position today Maniac.
Thank you very much. Jeez.
I'm sorry, Blazer, I accidentally invited you, mate.
Got P4!
That's okay, I'll leave.
Got P4! Yes!
I know, I'll see you later.
Bye! Oh, fantastic, fantastic stuff. Right. I can hear myself, Koala. Can you turn your... That might be the string. Can you turn that down, possibly? It could be your mic, I'm not sure.
I'm not. No, it's probably my mic. 2 seconds.
Sorry. Ugh. Right.
Please include your audio, guys.
Yeah, include your... I think they've all been here before, so... Have any all been here before? How should I do this? It's slightly... I'll bear with it.
Alright, cool.
Right, so if I do 3rd, you do 2nd, I'll do 1st, top notch?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Sweet. Oh, and... Was it? Yeah, spoiler warning. Driver of the Day is Among Us.
Ooh.
As voted for by the chat, so... We'll reveal that later, but first of all, we'll go to Koala VG P3 in your return to F4. I believe this is your first race since you was in F5. Ted up a bit in F5, we've got to be say, and then back into F4. And it seems F5 gave you a bit of confidence, didn't it? Because you came back and you had a very, very good race to be on the podium. Qualifying was good as well. I believe you topped Q1 or 2, I think.
Q2 I topped.
Yeah, but yeah, great return back to F4. I think you're staying in F4 now. Has to be said after that result. But but fantastic, your first podium this season. Got to be happy. Well, in F4. I know you got podium in F5.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, my last race in F4 was Germany, and it was raining.
Oh.
And if you watch it back, you'll see me sliding off the track, getting penalties. I actually DNF'd that race as well because I crashed 20 times. And then I come back and top Q2. Yeah, it's not bad.
I think it's safe to say we missed you. But obviously new car now, because I believe you were in McLaren before.
No, yeah, I was in McLaren in F4 and then F5 went to Haas, where I actually took the constructor lead from Alfa Romeo last race in F.
And now you're driving for Alfa Romeo.
And now I'm driving for Alfa Romeo, and I believe I've just taken the lead back off. I'm not too sure. Potentially.
Yeah, a great race for myself. Kept your head. Looked a very hectic race from what we were watching. Because there's battles all over the place. You're in the middle of it.
Oh yeah.
Tell us obviously those conditions in qualifying, especially in Q3. Apps very difficult must have been. Because I assume that you, like most people, were on a partially dry setup.
Yeah, so I was on a full dry setup, because it was actually dry in Q1, so we thought it was going to be dry throughout, and then on the radio it said that it was raining in 10-15 minutes. So me and Carlin jumped straight back, jumped out, and done our laps in Q1. Then Q2 came rains, and it was intermediates, and then got to wets. And instantly I felt confident on it with the intermediates, so that's how I got that's how I topped Q2 there. And then that allowed us then to start on fresh softs as well. So shout out to Patronus for the strategy soft mediums. lapping on lap 7.
Yeah, but yeah, congratulations on your third place. So first podium technically in F4.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
There. What do you think about the next track, Brazil?
Brazil, one of my favourite tracks. Well,
Oh,
it's
more the
a
same
track
then, I
that-
guess.
It's a track that it's a track that I'm very quick on. The latter quarter of this of like the season, I'm very strong at. So yeah, should be a fun race next week.
Wow. Look forward to it. Look forward to it. But yeah, well done on your third. Top notch. Anything from you?
No, just a good result for you, mate. Well done on the podium, and
There you go.
forward to next week. See what you can do next week.
Thanks.
All right, moving on to second place on the podium. Hand it over to Top Notch.
Cheers, mate. And second today, unfortunately for you, mate. I just got put there at the end. Catastrophe. You had. I was looking forward to see what you could do today, because on the time trial I said in the stream that you'd set a really good time, and then the rain started coming. Tell us how you felt about that and how your race was, mate.
Well, hello. Yeah, to be fair, I'm pretty happy with P2 on this track, because this track is a very wheel-based track, and I'm a pad player, so it's super hard to try and do anything, especially around Sector 1. So, luckily I'd done some wet practice, but I just couldn't find the pace in Q3, so I was down in, I think, 7th, or 6th or 7th, which was alright, but I knew it'd be hard work for the race, and if I'm honest with you, I have no idea what happened in the race. I have no clue. 1 minute I was, like, I think after turn 2 I was like 10th or something. And I just had no clue. I was just trying to run my own race, and then I got an unfortunate 5-second for an illegal overtake, because I think Blazer came out the pits, and something happened I didn't really see, and I happened to overtake him while I was like on turn 1 right on the outside, and it just didn't. I don't know what happened. I need to look at it back and just have a look, see what happens, and I don't know, see if it can get sorted, but. Yeah, it was to be fair, it was a good race. I had some good battles, especially with Koala and Maniac. The back of their cars are like the size of flipping buses, I tell you. Trying to get past is hard work. But GG to both of you, GG to Koala as well, fair play, coming back, nice to see you back up top.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
It's nice to see you. And then Maniac, obviously nice to see you back up racing against you. Yeah, I need to watch the stream back because I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, the penalty was unfortunate. That was going to be a close race without that one, I think. How do you feel about Brazil? Do you feel like you can carry on your good streak, because you've turned up the pace in recent weeks for sure?
Yeah, I'd like to think I'm good at Brazil, but like I say every week, I'm never confident until I start practicing, until I feel like I'm driving to standard. So we'll just have to see how it goes, and hope to get a good result next week as well.
Good on you, mate, and I'll pass it to Brundle if any questions, Brundle.
No, very good result, Contrastavy, and obviously I believe, if my maths are correct, what with Crakeroat's retirement...
Did he?
Yeah,
No clue.
DNF'd.
Oh, mate.
Don't spoil it for him, Brundle.
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
It's like watching a movie that's just come out.
I'm
of cinemas.
trying to-
I'm in it. I don't know what's happened.
I'm trying to figure out whether you're still in the championship or not, because I know you had to outscore Quaker, but because Maniac won, it's a little bit... I'll get back to you on that. But yes,
It'll be
Yeah.
very close.
3 wins in a row to second. Yeah, still very good
Yeah,
form so far, so I hope maybe you carry on. We'll see.
I'm quite lucky to be fair. I had a deal with Junior. If I came first, I would change my name to RSF1 Grunt. So yeah, my name's Days for now.
Nice.
Right, your
Makes it sound like
name
it's a
is,
bad thing.
I'm afraid to inform you that your name is Grunt in the chat, mate. Everyone
Yeah,
was
it's cool.
screaming, "Go on, Grunt!"
Yeah, cheers, guys.
I'd
Cheers,
literally just thought of a name change for you that you could do. RSF1 Gur.
Go on.
Yeah, great result. Well done.
So very much.
But we must go to our race winner, RSF1 Maniac. And I have to say, that is probably the one of... I'm neutral, of course, as people know me.
Yeah,
When I'm in the comms box, I'm neutral. When I'm in the comms box, I'm neutral. I'm a fan. You know, I have certain favourites, but in the comms box, I'm neutral. But I have to say, that was probably one of the best first laps I think I've ever seen. It's up there.
Oh, thanks, man.
May not be the best, but my god, because you lunged into turn one, I was like, what on earth are you doing? Made it work, and then took the lead, I think, by the end of the lap, with a daring move around the outside. I think it was corner.
I took the lead at that corner.
Yeah, I think it was on the outside of corner before the S's. So brave stuff, especially with your position in the championship. Because if that had gone wrong, then you would have been on the back foot. But great stuff, and obviously, what with Quaker out the points and Connor recovering nicely, but only getting 4 points. It's what, 3 fingers on the championship trophy right now? 3 out of 10, maybe.
Ooh, don't tease me.
But no, a fantastic result. Very well controlled under good pressure, but so you must be very happy.
Well, I mean, it's been 2 seasons I've been.
And that's your
I've been
first
here,
win.
and I've not had a single win, and this is my first win. I finally
It is,
managed
congrats!
to get it.
Yeah.
Yes, my man. Well done, mate.
Mate, honestly, Grant, you have no idea. When you overtook me, I was like, I can't lose this guy. I cannot have this win ripped away from me like this.
Brent had 6 extra penalties pretty early on, didn't he?
I had 11,
mate,
mate.
I had 3
See,
I had
I
3
thought-
seconds, and I was on 2 warnings, and I knew if I got that final warning, Grunt, that was it. Grunt was going to have the win.
Yeah.
So I was being. That's why I was like, I was kind of slow behind you as well.
I thought you let him past.
No,
Oh, no, he didn't.
No, he did not.
I was,
Oh no, he did.
no,
Oh,
I
wow.
was trying so hard. Every opportunity I saw him come, I was literally in the middle of the track, like just
Good
trying to
battle,
keep him
actually.
away.
One error, he was.
It's a good battle
Well,
actually between you two.
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
I mean, Grunt, you've been in some incredible form for the last couple races, and like it even showed today. Like you started behind me on grid, and you even managed to somehow get yourself all the way back up. And I knew as soon as I saw you in my rear mirror, I was like, oh, for God's sake, here he comes again. So I knew it was only a matter of time before you'd be on my gearbox, but it kept me motivated, kept me pushing, and yeah, I mean, it was a tough race. I mean, I have to give massive props to my 4 engineers I've had today, which was I had Raikkonen, Camo, my teammate, obviously. I had Camo,
traitor.
who's
Oh.
He's everyone thinking.
right,
Camo.
Camo. I have to give a shout out to Rumble.
He wants you to beat me, that's right.
I feel like shit. Who was the last guy? Oh no, I feel bad. He's gonna kill me. Oh no. who was the other guy at the party? Oh no. Raikkonen, Camo, Rumbus.
A lot of people, basically.
Oh no. Kachow.
Yeah,
Kachow was in the party as well. There we go. So,
Yeah,
Chow as well.
got
Traitors,
all
that's
of them.
it.
But yeah, I had
don't
all of them
Yeah, yeah.
egging me on, helping me out, which I appreciate massively.
It's
They
great.
were
It's
with me
great,
last
isn't
race.
it? It's great, isn't it, when these type of people they can be so privileged to get so much help. Spread it out a bit, Maniac. Give.
Mate, I needed all the help I could get.
Can't have
this
services
race,
of
man.
about
Like,
10 people.
But yeah, like you said, that start of the race, like Grunt said, in Q3 I couldn't really find the pace, so I found myself starting 5th, I think. And I saw
Sixth.
Quaker and
Sixth-
Connor.
sixth behind
Oh,
Chris Carey.
6th, even further back. So, and obviously I knew Connor and Quaker were both in front of me, so I was like, I knew I had to do something within at least the first 2 laps. And whoever was in front of me, I couldn't remember who it was. I think it might have been you, Koala, I'm not too sure, but had kind of not such a great start, and I got like possibly the perfect run going up into turn 1. So I just thought, there's so much gap on the left-hand side, I'll just take it. And then before I knew it, I was battling Connor Todd for first, going to the corner into the S's, and I managed to beat him to it. And then from there on out, it was kind of easy for me to hold that lead because there was incidents behind me that I managed to avoid. But yeah, I mean, over the moon with the result, and I appreciate everyone, like the whole chat and everyone like helping me along the way. And massive shout out to you, Grant and Koala, for the tough battle as well.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, man, that's man.
But we love to hear this. We love to hear at the end of the day. Camaraderie. What's the word?
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie. I don't know. But yeah, great on your first win of the season. Finally, Maniac. It's been so close.
Yeah, finally, man. Finally.
So close with there. But heading into Brazil, another very interesting track, Brazil. What do we think going into that, Maniac? Obviously, as I said, you got 3 fingers on the trophy possibly, but it's by no means done. And you know, obviously, Quaker and Connor, and obviously Contastaview, who I believe is still in it, are gonna want to have a good result there. So what do you think for you personally?
I personally really like Brazil. I've done a lot of it, and I've had different, obviously I'm part of different leagues as well, but it's quite convenient. Brazil has been quite a common one recently, so I've had loads of time to race on it, and I feel I've got good pace around it, so hopefully qualifying will go well, and then maybe the same result might follow. Now that I finally got this horrible, first win out of the way, I might be able to continue it.
Yeah. Definitely be difficult though, because we've got plenty of people on the grid that could win races, etc. now, so yeah. As a neutral, obviously, not being biased, hopefully the title fight will go down to Singapore so we can have a big finale that this season deserves, because it's been great. It's been great. I'm pretty sure Top Notch will agree with me. Still delivers.
Definitely.
Still delivers. Another great race from these guys, Top Notch. What can we say? I'm out of breath.
They never disappoint.
Well, yeah, nothing much else we can really say. Also pointing out constructors, it's now going to be interesting. Now with Red Bull, I don't think they scored points. Thor also scored quite big. Racing Point scored decently as well, so that's still very much up for grabs. Yeah, I've got to do my maths, I think, after this, so it could be interesting. But yeah, anything more from you, Top Notch?
No, just well done to everyone in F4 today. Good show from all of you.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, Brazil will be the next track for them. Technically penultimate round, but of course we've got to redo Singapore, so still 2 more rounds to go after Brazil. And that'll be next Monday. Make sure you join us for them. But we have 3 more races to go around the Circuit of the Americas, and 3 tiers that are still wide open in terms of the Drivers' Championship. We got F1 tomorrow. The fight between Skunkburner, Dyslexic and Unity Hush continues in that division. I believe we have Raikkonen and Kachal in the combox for that one. And then we head to F5, where we had the fight of Kazi Babe in the Renault, holding off the Mean King himself of Tim and Ike and Eagle in the McLaren.
Squad.
Yay! That's that battle. That'll be on Wednesday, and then Thursday.
Who was driver of the day?
Maniac was.
Way.
Got to mention that. Got to mention that. Chat's driver of the day. That was nothing to do with us. We had loads that we could choose from.
Chat.
It was chat and non-teammate chat as well.
I'll spam loads of love hearts. There you go, chat.
Yeah. So yeah, what was I saying? And then we get to F3 on Thursday, where we have a 6 driver battle in the Drivers' Championship. So make sure you watch that as well. So yeah, plenty of action to watch, and then we'll head to Brazil. And the first Brazil race will be F2 on Sunday, so still plenty of action to come along as we finish off this season in RSF1 Season 2. And then we can look ahead to Season 3. So close. With a new game as well. So exciting. But from everybody here, from myself, RSF1 Bundle, and Top Notch in the comments box, pleasure as always.
Yeah, same there, mate.
And
Peace.
your top 3 for F4 tonight. Third place, Koala VG in the Alfa Romeo. Second, Contrastovi in the Renault. First, driver of the day and the race win. Finally, Mr. Maniac in the Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
That has been F4. Take care, keep safe as always in this